my goodness. I am so excited for this. I've been waiting for so long to play this game. I'm gonna be playing this game that's called To the Edge of the Sky. It's a demo BTS game, a visual novel if you want to be specific about it. And this was created by a small team, and this game is pretty much all over the place. I kind of found out about it via Twitter and Instagram combined, and I finally realized that you could just download it as an app. And I thought, you know, why not just record me playing it for the first time so that you guys could see what this is all about for yourselves if you want to play it. And just, I guess, if you wanted to hear my reactions, but I'm not going to be, you know, crazy or anything about this because I'm truly trying to get the story. I heard that this is a very story-oriented visual novel game. So I'm just going to check out these text speed. It's like how fast it... Okay. Autoplay. Oh, I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit. All text. Read text. Okay. Return. About. Why do we want to make this game? You guys can pause that and read that if you want. Disclaimers. Oh wow, what? No game will be made if BK does not personally work with us? What? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, because it could get copyrighted and whatnot. Ooh. Art by... I'm not going to pronounce that because I'm going to butcher it, but this is beautiful. Props to that artist right there. Okay. New game. I'm so excited. You can't put your name? You can't even put your name. Okay, I guess my name's Everin. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. I've never traveled so far on my own before. Away from my family, my society. Did I really make the right decision in leaving everything behind? I sigh and focus on the map literally before my eyes, showing through my glasses virtual screen. Virtual screen. Turn right here onto the path of Olympia. Okay then. Ooh! The moment as I do as I'm told, I'm greeted with a radiant view of the evening sky and a row of flowered trees lining the so-called path of Olympia. Guys, that is so pretty. Oh my god, I love freaking cherry blossoms. A small gasp escapes my lips as I take everything in. I come to a halt, all thought of why I'm here or what I'm supposed to be doing slipping away. The view of the strange pink trees before me steals my breath away. They're so... What are they? How does she not know what they are? A single thought, a memory of a picture in a book comes to mind. The faded pink of the cherry blossom trees in the old picture is nothing like real life. They're even more beautiful than I could have imagined. After admiring the flowers a moment before, I begin once more down the path of Olympia, this time in wonder. My tumultuous heart already feels calmer at the sight. Olympia City. Whatever I had expected of the country's capital, it was not this raw view of nature in all its glory. The city was touted as a haven, the pinnacle of what humanity could achieve when it worked together. Since so much of Earth is unlivable, Olympia's cutting-edge technology, beautiful architecture, and greenery as far as the eye could see had always sounded like heaven to me. The mere fact that this untouched place of nature exists on the outskirts of the city goes a long way toward proving what I had heard and hoped, that coming to Olympia would give me a chance at a new, exciting, and much more beautiful life. But it won't be easy. I don't even know what team I'll be assigned to yet. Team? I hope I did well in Phantasm's tests. Phantasm, also called Phaz for short, is the organization who is said to truly rule Olympia City, though I can only guess at how true that is. They are the ones who recruited me, told me to come here and begin a new life as 7. 7, like BTS? Oh! The code name reminds me of those men I met only a few weeks ago. 9, 4, and 0. It's because of them that I was even able to come here. They didn't say it outright, but it had to be because of my meeting with them. As I walk down the flower-strewn path, my mind drifts back to how my chance at a new life came about in the first place. Ooh. My clan stopped outside a city again. It's not close enough to see it properly. Not from our position, but I feel a strange buzz of excitement nonetheless. For as long as I have been alive, it has always been that my people have lived as nomads. We wander from place to place, moving along whenever the weather gets particularly bad. We drifters were established back when some places become too hot to live in. Oh, not today! We drifters were established back when some places become too hot to live in due to the effects of climate change. We're a young people, and we're still learning and developing our own culture, which changes with each new person who joins us. As long as we have been a people, we have accepted anyone from any country and any nationality. Living our lives wandering the wastelands has taught us to try and be kind and open to anyone, but I hear some yelling and jeering behind me. With my curiosity piqued, I turn around without thought. A small group of men stands just at the line of the city limits. They're dressed in clean-cut clothes with their hair perfectly styled and everything about them screaming city dweller. However, threaded through the crowd are some scary-looking thuggish men too, probably having nothing better to do and just looking for a fight. They're yelling something I can't quite hear, and when I move a little closer, I immediately regret doing so. Oh my god, what the? Dirty drifters aren't welcome. I feel a lump form in my throat. Same. Yeah, get away before you make our city walls dirty. What the heck? How a good one. They could probably make the walls dirty by just looking at them. I feel attacked. Filthy things probably haven't bathed in their whole lives. I doubt they even know what the word means. Ah, that's messed up. I bet they just roll around on the ground and call that bathing. You know what? You could just... The exit's that way. They all laugh and keep yelling in the direction of our camp. I feel sick. The adults back in the camp can handle it better, but the kids, they have to sit there and listen to this nonsense. They'll get used to it, but I wish they didn't have to, at least not yet. The world is harsh enough without some idiots yelling at us. What should I do? Fight them. Ignore them and keep walking toward the city. Yell back, turn back, and go home. Fuck it, I'm not going home. If I pay any attention to them, they'll just grow bolder. So it's best to just ignore them, and I guess it is pretty fun to see people like that flounder at being ignored. I fix a smile on my face and walk right past them. I can hear them try to heckle me and call me a dirty drifter again, but they sound angrier at being annoyed than anything. I can't stop myself from grinning. Feeling how unimportant you are yet? I hold back a laugh and look around for where to go next. Before I can do much more though, a large hooded man roughly grabs me by the shirt, pulling me to him. Oh god, not you again. I glare up at the man, but when he looks behind me, I suddenly realize that the jeers and yelling have stopped. Huh? What's going on? I twist myself in the man's grasp to look around and see that everyone is looking at something behind them. Oh, yo, don't cock! Oh my god! I see a young man standing there, quietly staring at anyone. Oh my god, he looks beautiful. He doesn't say anything. Dude, that blue in his hair, oh my god, this needs to happen in real life. He doesn't say anything, but his intense presence seems somehow larger than the entire crowds combined. Whoa, oh, Namjoon! A moment later, a man in all black comes to stand next to him with a regal and commanding presence of his own. There's something about them that immediately makes them seem more. Whatever they are, there's such intensity in the first man's eyes that I have to remind myself to breathe. And in the second man's, I find I almost forget myself in the serenity of his eyes. The man in white takes one glance at me and then begins running toward us. Before I can understand what's happening, he has me pulled away from the other man and behind him. He stands defensively in front of me. Let the mysterious man help him. I see that this guy is ready to fight everyone for me, but I'm not exactly the type to sit back and let someone else fight my battles. Hey, that's right, girl. I step out from behind him, ready to defend myself. The mysterious man looks at me. What are you doing? Helping. Huh? I can handle it. That's not the point. It's my fight that you jumped into, so I'm not going to sit back and let you do it for me. Before either of us can say much more, the large man takes the swing at the newcomer. He effortlessly redirects the punch to the side and kicks the man in the gut. Oh, and I'm Zero. You? I freeze and stare at him. Did he just... I'm Everin, but this is really not the time for introductions. If the opponents were serious, I might agree. To punctuate his point, he decks a guy charging at him in the face, making him crumple to the ground. Oh my god. 3 more guys rush at him, and I watch as Zero easily takes him down one by one without breaking a sweat. A man suddenly grabs at my shirt out of nowhere and pulls at me, making me stumble forward. Oh, hell no. I push myself back away from the man, and my shirt slips from out of his meaty hands. Seriously, what's with everyone grabbing my shirt? The man regains himself seconds later and moves to attack me. I focus on him, narrowing my eyes. The world around me appears to slow down and nearly freeze. My heart races in my chest as I examine the man about to attack me. Left arm tense, he is ready to punch me from the left. I'm small, especially compared to him, so he's going to try and punch me from below to lessen the chance of missing me. His eyes are focused on my face, so he's intending to uppercut me. The way he's squinting suggests he can't see well. Can't afford to get his eyes fixed? My eyes dart all over the attacker, looking for more clues, more weaknesses. He's standing with more weight on his left leg. Right leg injured? Okay, who has the time to really analyze things like this in a freaking situation like this? Come on now. Time flows again, and as the man tries to punch me, I dance out of the way, twirling to stand behind him. I kick him in his right leg, right behind the knee. The man yells out and falls forward. He lies on the ground, clutching his leg in obvious agony, unable to return to attacking me again. I look up to see Zero wordlessly staring at me, the rest of the assailants on the ground around him. The serene man from before walks up to us. The rest of the crowd that had been watching us quickly disperses, some people outright running away. He looks at Zero. Zero, I think you could have avoided fighting if you'd let me talk to them. He then turns to me, smiling. He turns to you smiling after you freaking were almost killed. Are you okay? Yes, thanks to Zero. I would have been fine without you guys. Yes, thank you for asking. I laugh. A girl could get used to fighting alongside someone. Not many people would come to the defense of any nomad, though, so your help was much appreciated. It's heartbreaking. Your people are probably the kindest and most well-adapted culture out of any in the past 50 years. You open yourself to anyone, guide and help others, pride yourself on equality. It's a shame there's so many misunderstandings between your people and those who chose to stay behind in the cities. The purple-haired man pauses his impromptu speech, a small smile on his face. You're back already? I look to the side, my heart almost jumping to my throat when I see the man he's talking to. Yoongi! Oh my god! Yes! Dude, I remember when he wore this exact jacket at the airport. Ah, what the hell. He scared me. I didn't even hear him. The man barely glances at me before turning to the purple-haired man. 9. I checked the area, but there wasn't anything to suggest it was ever stashed there. 9? Another number name? 9 puts on a pair of sunglasses, hiding away his thoughtful look. I'll be right back. With a quick glance at me, 9 leaves the group. I look at the 2 men I've been left with. Zero won't look at me. He seems stiff as he awkwardly shifts from one foot to the other. And the other guy seems to be spacing out, looking somewhere over the horizon. So we have 0 and 9. I look at the man in black. It's probably a good guess that the numbers are code names of some sort, so this guy probably has a number name too. So, who do you guys work for? Could it be Faz? Zero's piercing gaze moves to me at the same time the newcomer's eyes become laser focused on me. Oh my god, they're looking at me. Suddenly feeling very nervous, I try to think of what to say next. Who should I talk to? The man in black. What's Faz really like? So, what's with the number names? Where are all the other numbers? This one. So, what's with the number names? And I already know 0 and 9, so you must have one too, right? The man in black stares at me for a while, his eyes revealing nothing to me. I start to feel the need to fidget under his intense gaze. After a while, he finally speaks. They're code names. Mine is 4. And unless you're hiding Faz clearance somewhere, that's all you get to know. Really? Oh, okay. Thanks then. Ugh, why is this guy so intimidating? I can't get a read on him at all. 9 comes back before I can ask anymore. You're familiar with the wastelands, right? Would you be willing to help us find something? Oh yes, of course. You didn't even need time to think? It's my people's way to do so. We try and help anyone out in the wastelands, especially since there's few who know them better than us. And we can't just let people wander around and get lost. The heat could get to them and, well, it could be bad. Anyway, I'm happy to help you find any place you guys need. Thank you. We're really grateful for your help. We're looking for an old abandoned church. An abandoned church? I racked my brain trying to recall the layout of this particular area. There was that decrepit building, but I think that used to be a library, so that can't be it. I look out at the horizon and it clicks. Oh, it's that place by the dried out lake. I think I know what you're looking for, so just follow me. Ooh! I brought the guys to an abandoned church, as requested. Although the trip didn't take as long as it normally takes me on my own since the guys happened to have a rover ready to go. It was the fanciest rover I've been in, so I enjoyed the ride while it lasted. I got to sit in the front while I acted as a navigator. As soon as we step foot in place, Zero begins to walk around, looking at everything in wonder. But just as quickly, 4 moves to him and grabs his shoulder, stopping him. Excuse me, Chuka? Zero looks back at him without a word. 4 silently stares back for a few moments before speaking. Don't wander around mission sites, especially before 9 has given you any instructions. At the mention of 9, the 3 of us turn to look at him, but he's no longer standing where he just was. Zero shakes off 4's hand and walks a little further away. 4 merely watches him. Where is 9? I look around. Aish, here even? I watch in confusion as an annoyed 4 walks around the church, rocks and who knows what else crunching beneath his feet. With 4 distracted, Zero seems happy enough to take his opportunity to explore. He glances back at me as he stops to touch and examine one of the statues. Don't you know who the statue is supposed to be? Sorry, I'm not sure. I don't know too much about this place, really. We could narrow it down based on location to the god or gods that were worshipped here. I can run a search. I turn and jump as I notice 9 standing right next to me, his glasses off now as he examines a different statue. How did I not notice him move right next to me? I take a deep breath. Do all of them do this? I think I might seriously have a heart attack before I get home. 4 appears just as suddenly on the other side of 9. Have you all forgotten we're here on a mission? And this girl can leave now. She's done her part. Excuse me. No, I can't. Even if we're working, I think it's always good to take time out to learn about the world around us if we can. You right, 9. We might not get another chance like this. Work time is work time, and this is Zero's first mission outside of Olympia. We should be teaching him good work ethic. 4 and 0 both turn in different directions, looking as if they've seen or heard something. 4 moves away from us while 0 runs up and gets in front of me and 9 defensively. Not without experience myself, I narrow my eyes and look around for whatever it is that set them all off. Are you expecting someone? We weren't, no. Oh my god! No, they're back. I peek out from behind 0 to see several hooded men standing there. 4 is no longer, oh yeah, they're just chilling right next to each other. Nothing's wrong at all. 4 is no longer anywhere to be seen, and 0 stands in a defensive stance, watching the hooded men like a hawk. 9 begins to speak. This is your hideout, right? Sorry to intrude. You know damn well this is our place. The hooded man looks at all 3 of us and narrows his eyes. A dirty drifter and some freaks from Olympia? There's no way you're not looking for our spoils. Suddenly, 9 puts 2 fingers to his ear for a moment. Then some sorts of acknowledgement lights up in his eyes. He lets his hand fall back down and instead slides on his sunglasses. We're just looking for one thing in particular, really. Something catches my eye just behind the group of hooded men. Before I can comprehend what's happening, 4 appears as if out of nowhere. Grabbing the leader by the head with both hands, he quickly twists it, dispatching the man with ease. Oh! Before the body can even reach the floor, 4 turns to another one of the hooded men. He pulls something out of his jacket. I only catch the flash of steel when 4 moves in the blink of an eye. He cuts the man down so fast that all I catch is the aftermath. Another body falling to the floor. The third man looks terrified out of his mind. Not waiting for 4 to get to him, he turns and runs out of the church. 4 lets out a small sound as he watches the man flee but doesn't follow him. He turns around to survey the area and I find myself watching him in quiet awe. I have to admit, these guys are turning out to be really cool. But our troubles are hardly over, as another one of the hooded men appears from behind a statue and makes a beeline toward 9 and me. 0, go. 0 quickly nods and rushes to meet the man head on, but he trips over some loose floor tiles and stumbles. No! That gives the man just enough time to rush right past him and straight at me. 9 pushes me behind him and pulls out a stunt baton from his coat, and with barely any effort on his part, he strikes the guy with his baton the moment he gets in reach. The guy crumples to the ground, thus ending the fight. 0, who had already been on his way to capture the guy, looks stunned. He pokes the groaning man on the floor with his foot and looks away. 4 appears next to 0, making me jump once again at his sudden entrance. You tripped, 0. Tripped. That mistake could have been the end. 9 shakes his head. It's his first time. Go easy on him. He's had 13 years of training. He should do a better job of protecting his leader than this. 4 looks at 9 instead. The weather generator is secure. Ah, good. And I heard that the others just successfully wrapped up their mission too. Ooh, the others? Yo! I know who they is. 0 perks up at this and looks at 9. Is everyone okay? 9 nods. That type of mission is 6's specialty, so there wasn't any need to worry. He'd never let anyone get hurt. Not even 5. Ooh, he'd never let anyone get hurt. Yo, that sounds like Jamin. 0 looks away again and I feel annoyed with 4. Even if 5 does have a habit of wandering off. Yo, that's V for sure. I already know. Say something. I can't help myself. I have to say something. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, no matter how good or experienced they're supposed to be. You don't know anything about us, so stay out of it. Excuse me, you could just drop that attitude. We're not playing here. One mission can mean the end of a life. If that's true, then why don't you all finally explain exactly who you are? 9 takes off his glasses and smiles. For you, I'll tell you this much. You can keep a secret, right? I nod. We're a part of Phantasm. Yes, a special team within Phaz to be exact. Our missions are extremely critical to the nation. So you came all the way here from Olympia City? 9 nods. Sorry, I can't tell you any more about what we do or our real names, but you've seen us work with your own eyes. I can tell you that you should be on the lookout for a special message soon. A message? From Phaz? 9 nods again and 4 snorts. Lucky you. I wonder if you'll make it. Why are you being rude? 0 merely stares at me with an inscrutable expression, seeming curious himself. We'll be going now, and thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. We can't give you a ride back, though. Sorry. What? You just gonna fucking leave me stranded? It's alright. I can ask one of my clan to pick me up. Oh, well, I guess it's okay. So they're leaving then. I wonder if I'll ever see them again. You're gonna make me choose? Oh my god. I can't choose. That's messed up. I gotta let them go without a comment. 9 and 4 turn and start making their way to the church entrance, but 0 doesn't immediately move at first. It's as if he wants to say something else. Come on, kid. 4 calls out. With that, 0 reluctantly turns and leaves to catch up with his comrades. Ooh, oh my god, that's so pretty. Lost in my memories, it seems that I've already wandered into Olympia's city center. Blinking, I look around at the tall buildings shimmering in the evening sun rays. The air seems so much cooler here, so much cleaner. The greenery, intermixed with the beautiful solar panel covered architecture, gives off an indescribable feeling. It's as if humanity itself was able to harness the beauty and power of nature and coexist side by side. I take a deep breath and smile. Finally, I've reached Olympia City, my dream city. Ever since I had heard of the wondrous city, I'd wanted to visit. I can scarcely believe that I'm really standing here now. Everything looks just as clean, gorgeous, and serene as I'd heard. I can't believe I'll really get to live in this city. I can't wait to see everything there is to do here. People walk around me, likely headed home after a long day, but even they seem in a good mood. I guess you can afford to be when you don't have to worry about starving or passing out from the heat. Some of them head down slow-moving walkways, eager to get where they need to go, while others in cars fly above our heads, much higher than the sky. I begin to space out, just admiring the trees and watching the stream near me gently flow past. I try to absorb the feeling I'm having now, knowing that I'll never likely have it again. In this moment, everything feels perfect. The future boundless, the possibilities endless. In this moment, it's as if I've regained the youth that I thought I'd lost. Regained the feeling that I can do anything, and the feeling that anything can happen. I'm able to hold on to this ephemeral feeling, but for a moment, before the light fades away and the world of darkness steps back in. Filtering the low voices of the crowd, from somewhere, 2 voices drift to my ears. I look around and see in the distance a woman bowing deeply in apology to an older man. It's fine. I don't want to hear your excuses anyway. This is the kind of thing I should expect when hiring a single mother. Your kids come before your work, after all. Well, it's not like that. This isn't an everyday occurrence, sir. And besides, that email didn't need to be sent off until later tonight. I can still make— No, that's fine. I'll have Matthew do it instead. This isn't the first time I've trusted a woman to get something done and she failed. She didn't even have kids as an excuse, so at least you're a little better. Are you talking about Suhyun? Well, she's young. Exactly. Young and lazy. After all the risks that we take hiring minority groups like women and young people, you'd think you'd work a little harder. You can't get anywhere with this kind of attitude. I can't listen to the conversation anymore. I feel ill and weak in the knees. Here too? Even in Olympia City, there's crap like this going on? Even though it's the most technologically advanced city in the world, there's still these kind of backward ideas. I stare blankly at the stream next to me, a cloud of darkness, making everything that glittered with beauty only moments ago seem mockingly dull. I don't even hear my name being called at first until I feel a hand on my arm. Oh my god, he's back! Yes! I snap my head up to see Zero, of all people, standing in front of me. I stare at him in shock. Zero, long time no see. Why are you here? Because you're taking too long. Huh? I was sent to get you. You're supposed to be coming to fast? Zero starts walking off, seeming a bit irritated. Wait up a second. It'll be faster if I follow you. Zero sighs and stops reluctantly, waiting for me to catch up. I start walking together with Zero. After a few quiet moments, I glance at him. I'm sorry I'm so late. Do you know any shortcuts? Maybe. Just one though. One is enough. Can you run fast? What? 'Cause if you can't, you won't be able to keep up with the other guys you're about to meet, much less me. Before I can respond, Zero runs off at a ridiculous speed. What a little shit. Determined to catch up, I dash off through the sunset city after him. No, that's it? No! I really like that. Are you freaking serious? There's more? That concludes part 1 of this demo. If you liked it, we want to talk to you about how you can help get it licensed by Big Hit Entertainment themselves. Oh, and the creators have put this info up on their website, but they figured you'd like to hear it directly from us instead. Why is this so short? This demo was completed from start to finish by less than 5 people in 2 weeks, so the creators worked really hard to get it out to you in time. They did what they could in that brief time. Where's part 2? Part 2 will feature the other members. As for when it'll come out, that's up to ARMY. It depends on how popular this demo becomes. Are you serious? Well, there are no guarantees. If Big Hit doesn't know about it, then it definitely won't happen. That's where you come in. International armies can tweet at BTS and contact Big Hit through their social media to let them know about AD's demo. If you're on Twitter, you can use @AonDreamStudio to refer to the studio who developed this in your tweet. And if you prefer, you can use the hashtag #ArmyWantsBTSGames to track down the conversation across social media sites. If you've got a large international ARMY presence, you can also organize initiatives to get your voices heard so that Big Hit can reach out to us about the game. Okay, so let's say you did reach out. Nice, thanks. After you've reached out to Big Hit or BTS themselves, you can also take our survey, of which they currently have over 600 responses. The survey data would be shown to Big Hit themselves if ADS is able to reach them. You can also follow AD's blog dedicated to the game that's in the social media links on the main menu and AD's social media for updates. Proceed. If you have any more questions or want any more information, please visit the social media links on the main menu and the About section in the game. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we'll see you again soon. Oh my god! That was so awesome! Oh my gosh, I'm so tired right now, but that was a really good storyline. I'm actually really intrigued to see where this is going. Yeah, you guys, if you want to play this game, it'll be in the description. Be sure to promote it and tweet BTS, tweet Big Hit, contact Big Hit, you know, share this game, spread it around as much as you can, because you heard the developers. I think that this game is going to be really awesome. It's already pretty freaking dope. The graphics are great, the storyline's great, grammar is very important, and it was great. I'm very pleased with this. Oh, and I did realize that this was an app. You can play this on PC, on Mac, I believe. It's a downloadable link if you want to play it via computer, but it's also in the App Store. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and hopefully you got a feel of what this was about, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.